Plagiarism is a big no-no word in the realm of academia. It's as bad as saying the words Voldemort if you ever find yourself in the world of Harry Potter. And unfortunately today we have a 19-year-old influencer slash tuition teacher who has admitted to plagiarism in one of her most recent essays on eating disorders. Thankfully Goody Feet made a whole recap on this whole saga. So let's have a look at it. I hope I'm not plagiarizing. Shout out to Goody Feet. Okay, this is entirely Goody Feet's content. I'm not plagiarizing, okay? A perfect score on the A-levels, a successful tuition business, admission to a top American university by themselves. All these achievements sound nothing short of impressive. I'm guessing that's Brooke's achievements. Fans of TikTok influencer and English tutor Brooke Lim Kerr Sin, better known as Sugaresque, agree with those sentiments. For a long time, she's been a role model for students in Singapore, with hundreds flocking to attend her popular GP tuition classes. It's interesting that she's only 19 years old, right? And she has already built this empire or this thriving business of teaching students how to write their general paper, which is honestly quite impressive. I mean, at 19 years old, I was just playing MapleStory and jacking off to hentai. So that's a big achievement on her part. However, many now suspect this perfection is just a carefully curated facade. Recently, the 19-year-old admitted to plagiarizing an essay that she posted on her blog, but only after she faced extreme pressure from netizens with damning evidence. So yeah, she plagiarized an essay that she posted on her tuition website, or is it a personal blog? I'm not so sure. Plagiarized essay on eating disorder. On 18 April, Brooke posted an essay on her blog Grayscale Copy and shared the link to her Telegram channel. In her message, she gives readers the impression that the essay is an autobiographical recount of her own experiences and therefore very personal and sensitive. But these claims were quickly debunked because a TikTok video exposing Brooke of plagiarizing the essay was posted. Basically, the TikTok was explaining that Brooke plagiarized from 2 or 3 different books on eating disorders. But the fucked up thing is that Brooke made it sound like it was her own account of her eating disorder. She made it sound very personal, that she was the one experiencing all those things, when in fact it was the author of the book that she plagiarized who was experiencing those things and not Brooke. So that's what people were upset with. The person that sought to expose Brooke also shared a link of a Google document highlighting and providing all the evidence where Brooke had committed plagiarism. And it's a whole long-ass document, you know, multiple pages, all detailing the instances where Brooke had plagiarized from different authors. And the evidence is very, very compelling. Like, here's an example, right? This is from the book A Memoir by Susan Burton. In the book, it said, I read about her in People, paging through the magazine. I ended up on a diet magazine. I came across a story about a singer. I remember a story about a pop singer. I was scared of the information but greedy for it. I was scared of the information but greedy for it. The assertion that she had once loved tacos and chilies. The claim that she had once loved nuggets and spicy samosas. So very similar wording. It's more like filling the blanks at this point, right? Just copying a sentence and then just replacing the words with her own words. So that's what people were upset about, this whole plagiarizing thing. And it's funny because Brooke is a teacher teaching her students in her thriving business how to write essays. As a tuition teacher in a thriving business, it's just not a very good look for her. At first, Brooke simply edited out certain glaringly plagiarized parts instead of addressing the accusations head on. Oh, that's not a very good thing to do. Yeah, that's a first response to any crisis, right? Delete comments, delete the bad parts, you know, maybe people will forget about it, maybe people won't catch on to it. On 19 April, people noticed that her essay included a note at the start informing readers that a section of the content which she claimed she wrote when she was 14 was plagiarized and has since been deleted. She said that she had lifted it for the essay and assumed it was entirely original. When Brooke was 14, she wrote an essay on eating disorders, and now when she's 19, she referenced that essay that she wrote when she was 14, right? But the thing is, the essay that she wrote when she was 14 was heavily plagiarized, and she plagiarized the authors of multiple books we mentioned earlier. And so in a very influency fashion, Brooke recorded an apology video, which we are gonna see right now.
I want to put out a statement about a recent long-form essay that was made public, in which I made the very serious and regrettable mistake of plagiarizing.
Why is the video in this dimension? God damn it.
And for that, I am so sorry. I am so sorry to my students. I've been reaching out to them one by one to apologize. I am so sorry.
Why does she sound like she's about to sneeze? She's speaking like, hi, I'm so sorry. I just want to apologize to my followers and my viewers for pleasure. I feel like she needs to let out a sneeze. Do you have something in your nose? Like, is your room very dusty? Sounds a bit weird. She sounds like a character Annette Lee would caricature, right? I don't know, just the way she talks and her accent is just something I find a little bit funny.
Anyone who has supported me in one way or another, and to the authors of the books from which I have plagiarized, I really should have just given due credit and explained that these were instead words that resonated very deeply with me.
Sneeze! Let out that sneeze. You sound like you're about to unload a huge ass sneeze. But yeah, that was the apology video. I guess quite a standard apology video, right? Just apologizing to her fans. She owned up to her wrongdoings. And she just made a regular apology video, which honestly, I'm not really sure what to feel about it. Feels a little bit manufactured. But I don't know, that's just me. She claimed that she was open to suggestions from the public on how to right her wrongs, and she said that she would no longer remove comments on her videos. Okay, so she has been removing comments on her videos. However, that was soon to be proven false, and netizens realized quickly that certain negative comments were still being removed just 1 hour after the video was posted, despite her promises of transparency. Ooh. I mean, the very act of removing comments just shows that someone has something to hide, right? Or it shows that there is something a little bit fishy. All this led to them labeling the apology as insincere and lacking integrity, saying she was too preoccupied with maintaining her image of perfection to admit her wrongdoings truly. Yeah, I kind of get this feeling that she's putting on a facade, right? A front. Just from watching that apology video, I've never really seen any of her TikTok videos or any of her content before, so I'm really not familiar with how Brooke portrays herself, but just from the apology video, it sounded very manufactured. Like the way she speaks, her tone of voice just feels a little bit odd. Many also speculated that the apology was written by a PR firm she hired, taking into account the delay in her response and the flatness of her apology. Yes, I 100% agree. More plagiarism. The plagiarism though doesn't just end at the essay. Oh, the plot thickens. She plagiarized a little bit more. It was later uncovered that she had plagiarized in multiple instances, even in media interviews and her monetized tuition notes. Plagiarize in media interviews? How do you plagiarize in interviews? Some of the additional instances of plagiarism have been included in the document. In her interview with Singaporean media outlet The Ladies Q, a section of her response was copied directly from the founder of the dating app Bumble, Whitney Wolford. What? So this is evidence of Brooke plagiarizing the founder of Bumble in her interview? I feel that women are held to different standards when it comes to their grandiose hopes, wishes and visions for the future. Women need to talk about their grandiose hopes, wishes and visions for the future. When you do think about these big behemoth male-led tech businesses, the founders have always said, we're going to change the world, blah blah blah. Founders have always said, we're going to change the world, we're going to revolutionize this industry. It does sound very, very similar. What the fuck? How do you even plagiarize an interview? Wow. What even is Brooke? Is she an AI robot? Oh my god, the AI revolution is here upon us right now. I think Brooke is a goddamn lizard, man. She's a robot. She's part of the Illuminati, man. Does she not have any opinions of her own? You even have to plagiarize a personal interview? Wow, man. What kind of shell of a human being are you? If this is true, right? These are all just allegations and rumors and nothing has been confirmed yet. But the evidence seemed quite damning and quite compelling. But wow, that is pretty scary. Content in the class notes was also found to be plagiarized. An activity sheet for her GP open class has sections lifted from multiple articles from news outlets like CNN and the New York Times. Wow. Unsurprisingly, Classical Club's website, Classical Club is Brooke's tuition brand, also has a section copied from another website, and an essay she wrote in her junior college Raffles institution was also found to be plagiarized. She even plagiarized in responses to questions posted on her Telonym, a platform that facilitates anonymous queries and feedback. Wow. So she's just a huge plagiarizing machine. Plagiarizing everything, right? Allegedly. Brooke's plagiarism is problematic for two reasons. The first being that she charges a fee to access her content. Okay, makes sense, it's a business. For context, full access to a tuition center Classical Club's notes and content is priced at a hefty $789, close to $800, as stated on their website. Holy shit, goddamn. Charging $800 for plagiarized content? Holy, that's easy ass money, man. Damn! I'm in the wrong business. I too need to start a tuition center. Goddamn. What can I teach? How to grow a beautiful, luscious forehead, maybe? Man, that's gonna get me the big bucks. Holy shit, charge $800. I can just use ChatGPT to like come up with an essay, put it on my website, boom, charge an entrance fee to the website. I need to start my own tuition center. Despite her lack of university qualifications and young age, she markets herself as a credible and reliable tuition teacher. However, some netizens feel that her acts of plagiarism are a testament to her inability to live up to that reputation. Yeah, it's definitely gonna take a hit on her reputation. I mean, the fact that she's a tuition teacher, right? Teaching people how to write essays, and here she is plagiarizing her entire life, it seems. The second reason pertains to her essay about eating disorders. In plagiarizing multiple sources and passing them off as her personal experience, many feel she is using a severe psychiatric disorder for clout, which is disrespectful to people suffering from the condition. So it is not sure if Brooke actually suffered from an eating disorder, at least to me, because I really don't know anything about Brooke. So I don't know if she actually suffered from an eating disorder and if she has previously talked about it. And this whole situation is so ironic, right? Because just a couple of months ago, there was an anonymous TikTok account accusing another influencer turned tuition teacher, Denise, for copying Brooke's tuition center classical club. In that anonymous TikTok, the user claimed that Denise plagiarized Brooke's business model, content, and logo design. But there were rumors saying that it was Brooke creating a ghost account trying to take down Denise for copying Brooke's whole business idea and logo and branding. And that's just so ironic if it is actually Brooke using that ghost account, because right now Brooke is under fire for plagiarizing herself. And amidst all this kerfuffle, yet another influencer tuition teacher accused Brooke Lim of copying her. And this user goes by the name of Jia Bao. So Jia Bao has accused Brooke of copying her ideas and key concepts. And she too released her own little PowerPoint slide on all the instances that Brooke has copied her business model, her concepts. It's a 16-page long presentation. I'm not gonna go deeply into it, but essentially it is accusing Brooke of, yeah, like I said, copying her key concepts. But I feel like it is a very blurred line, right, when it comes to claiming ownership of certain concepts, especially in this instance. How can you claim ownership of a certain way of teaching or a certain way to go about writing an essay? Businesses have been doing this for decades. I mean, Facebook has copied Snapchat with their Insta stories. People copy marketing strategies and techniques from one another all the time. So I think it is a very, very blurry line. I guess there is a difference between being inspired and just straight out copying, right? You can be inspired by someone's work. I'm not plagiarizing, okay? But you have to make it a point to digest it with your own personal experience, and you create something new and unique on the other end. It can't just be straight out copying. I'm not plagiarizing, okay? But you know, like I said, it is a very blurry line. Even if Brooke did copy Jia Bao's way of teaching or key concepts, is it actually wrong? Because there is a saying that there is no original thought anymore. Everything is just a repurposing of someone else's past idea. But yeah, that's what's been going on in the whole tuition TikTok land. I guess the moral of the story is be a tuition teacher because that's where the money is. Alright, bye.